Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this April the 29th, 2024. I'm hoping everybody had a great Monday out there so far. Everybody has a great Monday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be talking about your forecast for Tuesday and Wednesday. Also, take a look at the weather radar currently across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the watch and warning advisory map for your location as well. Also, the Storm Prediction Center outlook for your Tuesday and Wednesday, as we do have some severe weather to talk about. So stick around through the entire video. Do not miss a beat of this forecast. And also, make sure you subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. If you know anybody who wants to join the Mike Bass Weather Forecast channel, send them on over and tell them to smash that subscribe button. Also, hit those bell notifications so that way every time a video of mine comes out, you will get notified when the forecast comes out. Also, like these videos and share these videos, and let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. Alrighty. As you can see, we got a little bit of shower activity up here from Maine over to Vermont, down to Massachusetts, Connecticut, and portion of Rhode Island. Got more shower activity over in portion of Michigan, northern Michigan, and in northern Minnesota, and also through the Dakotas here as well. Also in portion of Montana with some showers in western Washington, Oregon State also. We got a big area of thunderstorms and showers extending from New York State all the way down into the Carolinas, Georgia, Alabama, Florida, Florida Keys, back to Louisiana, back to Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, all the way up to Minnesota and Wisconsin region, and Illinois, Missouri, and Iowa regions as well. Also in the yellow slashed area here, portions of Minnesota down to Iowa, portion of South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, and Missouri. We have some severe weather possible in this region. And also in the purple here, we have mixed precipitation portion of Montana to Washington State, Oregon, Idaho, and Wyoming, and a little bit down in the portion of Colorado as well. Otherwise, dry high pressure is in charge of New Brunswick, also in the Newfoundland, through portion of Maine, through much of Canada, also in the portion of Washington State, Montana, Wyoming, down to California, Gulf of California, to New Mexico, North Texas, and also in the portion of Kansas and Nebraska. Same over toward Arkansas, to Louisiana, Mississippi, up toward Tennessee, also in the portion of Indiana, and portion of Michigan, also portion of Florida, portion of Texas, much of Mexico, the Gulf of Yucatan Peninsula, Jamaica, Cuba, and the Bahamas as well. All of this activity is for your Tuesday, April 30th. Alright, let's move on to your Wednesday forecast now. As you can see here, we got some shower activity over much of Maine, down into Vermont, portion of New York State, through Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. We have thunderstorms and showers over here in portion of D.C. down to Virginia, eastern North and South Carolina. More thunderstorms and showers over much of Florida. Also down to Louisiana, to Arkansas, over toward Texas, up to Colorado, New Mexico, over toward Nebraska, and also into South Dakota, and always far east of Wisconsin, and Illinois, and Missouri region. The red slashed area here from Texas up in the portion of Iowa. Some flash flooding and heavy rain possible in the yellow areas from portion of Texas and the portion of Oklahoma and Kansas and Nebraska. Severe weather is possible there also. We got shower activity in portion of northern Michigan through Wisconsin, all the way through Minnesota, through the Dakotas and portion of Montana. Same over in Washington, Oregon State. And in the purple here, we have some mixed precipitation over portion of Washington, Oregon State, toward Idaho, back to Wyoming, also into Montana. We have a few little pockets here over portion of Montana, maybe some heavy snow possible in the wide. Dry high pressure in charge of Newfoundland, New Brunswick, much of Canada, through portion of Michigan, the portion of New York State, down into the Carolinas, Georgia, northern Florida, back over to Arkansas, Missouri, and Illinois. Same over for a portion of Washington, Oregon State, portion of Idaho. Also into California, through New Mexico, Arizona, down to the Gulf of California, much of Mexico, the Yucatan Peninsula, Jamaica, Cuba, and the Bahamas as well. All of this activity is for your Wednesday, May 1st. Alright, here's the radar currently across the nation. As you can see here, we got some showers. We got a low pressure system located over the Great Lakes region of South Canada. Showers and storms stretching into southeast Canada, central Canada, southeast portion, stretching all the way back through Michigan, all the way down through portion of Kentucky, and also into Tennessee, also into Alabama, Mississippi, portion of Louisiana, even back a few these little yellow boxes you see here. Thunderstorm warnings are in effect. more scattered activity and through the Dakotas, back to portion of Kansas, Nebraska, through Colorado, Utah, also into Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, also through Washington and Oregon State as well. Pretty much from Maine to the Florida Keys and portions of Georgia, you are in the clear, still enjoying the fair weather, but this area of rain here will move into your region later on Tuesday. Alright, let's move on to the Watches Warning Advisory map for your locating across the nation. Alright, you can see here we got pretty much quiet conditions across much of the country. We have some hydro issues over portion of Illinois. Also some river flood warning. Some flood warnings also in effect for portion of Illinois, Missouri, excuse me. Also in the portions of Kansas there as well, and also down in Louisiana, Texas, and also portion of Arkansas there as well. Wind advisories over southern Mississippi now, and also southeastern Louisiana. Also special weather statements for you guys here in portion of New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, and portion of Colorado. Same in Nebraska and also North Dakota and Montana. High wind watches have been posted for southeastern areas of Wyoming. Also we have some red flag warnings in areas of Colorado. Wind advisories also for portions of Montana, back to Idaho, also Nevada, and also northern and southern California. Freeze warnings posted for Idaho and also northern Montana. Idaho and northern California, excuse me. Get my states mixed up there. Sorry about that. Southwestern portion of Oregon. Also, we have some winter weather advisory portion of Washington State, portion of Montana, winter storm warning there in the pink, and a winter storm whites there as well. Alrighty. The Hawaiian chain island looks good. Around the Alaska area, got some gale warning, small craft advisory there. Also have a flood watch in effect for portions of Alaska. Gale warnings in effect for portions of Mississippi and Louisiana. A little bit down towards the Florida Keys. And again from California up to Washington State. Alright, let's take a look at your Storm Prediction Center outlook for your Tuesday. We have general thunderstorm for Portland to Eugene to Pendleton. Also to Duluth, to Green Bay, to Pierre, all the way down to Dallas, Waco, all the way down to Corpus Christi and Brownsville, Texas, over to Fort Stockton, and also to Amarillo. And as far east as Dalton, Alabama, Atlanta, Georgia, Columbia, South Carolina, all the way to Washington, D.C., and also over to Burlington, Watertown, Rochester, and Buffalo, New York area. We have a marginal risk for you guys in Minneapolis, Minnesota, to La Crosse area, Wisconsin, all the way down into Oklahoma, down into Fort Steele, Wichita Falls, also down to Abilene, Midland, you on the border, and just east of Fort Stockton there, marginal risk for severe weather. And if you're in Wichita, Kansas, over toward Kansas City, also over toward portions of Lincoln, Omaha, and Norfolk, and also Sioux Falls area, 15% risk area for severe weather. Alright, the tornado probability, we have a 2% in the green. It's from La Crosse to Minneapolis down to Kansas. 2%, the 5%, you included Wichita up toward Lincoln, Omaha, Norfolk, also toward Sioux Falls area. You're in the 5% risk for a tornado, damaging winds. The significant area for severe damaging winds will include Omaha, Lincoln, Del Monte, Iowa, Sioux Falls, and Sioux City, Iowa region. This is the area right in here. The 15% stretches from Kansas all the way down to Wichita, and the 5% stretches from Midland, Texas to Wichita Falls, Fort Steele, from Oklahoma City, Norman, Oklahoma, all the way up to La Crosse and Minneapolis, Minnesota region as well for damaging winds. Let's take a look at the hail probability. Pretty much the same vicinity there. The significant area for hail greater than 2 inches in diameter will include Omaha, Wichita, Lincoln, Topeka, and Sioux City. And if you're in the 15%, this includes Kansas City, Omaha, Wichita, Lincoln, Des Moines. And if you're in the 5%, this includes Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul, and Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Alright, that's your outlook for Tuesday where the severe weather will occur. Alright, now let's take a look at day number 3, which is Wednesday. We got a general thunderstorm from New York City through Columbia, South Carolina to Charleston, down toward Fort Myers, down toward Miami and the Florida Keys. And again from Mobile, Alabama to New Orleans to Corpus Christi, Brownsville, far north is Green Bay, Milwaukee, also toward Minneapolis, Minnesota, Cheyenne, and also Grand Junction. Also more general thunderstorm for portions of the Jackson and Billings area of Montana. Also, we have a marginal risk from Delmon to Omaha, Lincoln, all the way down to Wichita, Dallas, Waco, Austin, San Antonio, Fort Stockton, Midland, Lubbock. You're included in that marginal risk. Also, if you live in North Texas through Woodward, all the way over to Wichita, Kansas area, 15% risk area for severe weather on Wednesday. The probability 5% in brown, 15 in the yellow, and the significant area for severe weather will occur at Topeka, Kansas, Salina, Kansas, Manhattan, Kansas, Hutchinson, Kansas, and Dodge City, Kansas, and surrounding areas. And the 15% from Wichita to Manhattan, Kansas, and also from San Antonio to Oklahoma City regions. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos, and we'll catch you back in the next video and enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got.